3. Hey guys, we're going to talk about Sony's press conference. That's right.
Yeah, we just got done watching it.
Yeah, we're going to talk.
It was the last one of the evening.
It was. We just got done watching it.
I'm up late.
We're up late because fuck me. Why do they talk so long about bullshit, John? All right.
The middle part of this conference was painful.
Yeah. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about Sony, Microsoft, and then the third part, who won it all. You know, whatever, subjective, but who did better and who did what they had to. So, Sony had a press conference. They started out with games that nobody cared about. Okay, they started out with Destiny. A trailer for Destiny.
Yeah, God, it looks a lot like Halo.
God, it looks like Halo.
But I like Halo.
But, you know, they have Guilty Spark, except he's not round this time. He's like trapezoidy with angles. Here's what we're just talking about the show. What do we think about the show that they did? I thought it was really lackluster until the end.
Well, all these things are lackluster to me.
Now, we'll compare them to Microsoft later.
All I cared about were the game trailers.
Okay.
That's all I wanted. I wanted to see one gameplay and 2 game trailers.
Well, they showed a lot
in
of
between,
game trailers.
Fuck it.
They showed a lot of game trailers, ones that nobody cares about. They showed a lot, like Little Big Planet 3 went on forever.
Yeah, it did go
wow. Hey, here's this new characters, and here's the girl who's on stage who can't play.
I did like the sock that was bent over, though. I like that position.
Yeah. Don't you like how the girl was the only one who had trouble playing the game? Guys.
There were 4 people. I only saw 2 of them. I don't really remember. I remember she had a space skirt on. I thought that was cool. I was like, oh, space skirt.
Space skirt. So I think Sony really focused on a lot of things they just shouldn't have.
Yeah. Well, they went off on that tangent where they're talking about your system's going to be able to do this, and it's going to get YouTube, and we're going to do shows.
Why did people... Okay, people in the crowd cheered when they said, hey, we're going to have YouTube now. Hey, guess what? I mean, that thing over there does YouTube. That cool. Does YouTube. This beer does YouTube. So does this one.
Well, no, I know several guys that they watch a lot of YouTube on their PlayStations, their PS3s. Now they can do it on the PS4. I get.
No, I understand that you should have
that.
Yes,
finally, I'll have this.
You should have that feature.
Yeah.
But why the fuck were people cheering? What else did they talk about, Don? Wow, it was really forgettable. Yeah. No Man's Sky was in there?
No Man's Sky looks pretty neat.
That looked pretty neat.
That was one of the earlier trailers that sort of took me back and went, oh, yeah. I want to play that.
Yeah, no,
that looks good.
They really showed that was a space flying-y game thing. Yeah. But they showed you going from planet to planet.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what the point of the game is. Like, what can you do?
That's what I'm concerned with.
Can you build structures? Is it like Minecraft? And, you know, like, are you collecting ores and things like that? Yeah. I don't know. Like, I need to know more about the game. But visually, I like the way it looks.
Visually, it looks nice.
And I love the idea of being able to hop in a spaceship, travel from that planet, and look up there and go, oh, there's another planet, and fly to it.
Yes.
Go into it, and like, oh, here's a new place. That idea is fucking awesome.
The world is infinite.
Yeah.
I just hope the gameplay opportunities within the game are also infinite.
I mean, space battles seem like an obvious, like, yeah we're going to have space battles.
Is that all it is? It's like, oh, let's go find new species and space battle. And all right, I'm done.
This player identified this species, and this player identified this species.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by that game. Yeah. Super intrigued. So we'll see where it goes.
That was when the show kind of picked up a little bit, and then all of a sudden climbed back down.
Yeah, that was before the big just.
Oh, they went on. By the end of the conference, we had paused it for a little bit and then went back. We just started skipping. We just started skipping bullshit. They started talking about movies. Like, here's our new series called Powers. Like, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Get games.
This could be an IGN article, guys. Let's just move on. Let's move on.
Next.
We don't. You didn't need to have a fucking asshole in a suit come out and explain this to me.
They showed a game that's basically what's that game Tempest. They basically showed Tempest 2000, but with a bird and a fish. Mm-hmm. That's what you remember Tempest, the 3D game where you go or spin around and you shoot things at the thing.
No, that wasn't called Tempest. It was called something else.
Yeah, it was Tempest.
Well, let's get into things I was impressed by.
All right, what were you impressed by in the show, John?
Far Cry 4.
Okay, that was a good moment. Yes.
Far Cry 4 was a good moment.
Yes.
I love the Himalaya settings. I love the verticality.
Yes.
That intrigued me. Like that, I already like it better than Far Cry 3.
That is something.
I love Far Cry 3. I thought that was a really enjoyable game. I thought the environment got very repetitive. Mm-hmm. I hope they add more to the environment in this one. And I already like it better just because of like just it's bigger.
Yeah, well, they weren't able to do that last time. It was a lot easier. They couldn't handle it on consoles back then. So now you can.
Yeah, but I got excited about that one. I'm like, that looks like a huge open world. I'm excited to play it. I think the only things that excited me on the front end were Far Cry 4 and
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Those were the only two I even remember on the front end.
You could break the show up into the first half was shit, and the second half, except for all the TV bullshit, was pretty cool. The last 5 minutes of the show.
Yeah, that's where Sony really like came home. It was like, you know, that last few minutes where they really hit you over the head with like, all right, here's something new. And one thing that I'm excited about, it's not even new. It's Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS4.
Yeah,
they had a trailer for that, and already like, you know, I started going, well, like when you started playing it, you're like, what's this? Looks pretty, and I immediately, just because I played that game so much, I'm like, wait, I know those mountain ranges.
And then I realized
this is fucking San Andreas. Yay!
Ta-da! I knew they were going to do it all along. We'll talk about that later. On Wednesday, we'll go into detail about that bullshit. But another thing that at the end of the show was Batman. They did Batman Arkham Knight. They did gameplay of it.
Exactly. That was great. I love watching the gameplay trailer of that. It looked like everything was a lot more faster. Like climbing into vents and everything seemed to like go a whole lot quicker.
Yes. He slid right down
the Batmobile.
That was cool.
Looks fun.
The fact that
I'm still kind of like, those weapons are a bit overkill. But cartoon coming soon.
What?
But I can't wait for that game. Stepping out, I love the idea that Wayne Manor looked like Wayne, or I'm sorry, not Wayne Manor, but Wayne Tower. I love the idea that that's Batman's home base. I mean, it's like perfect. It's like, okay, there's Wayne Tower in the middle of the city, and then he jumps out of it. It's like huge, and like just the size of the city looked incredible.
Hey guys, really Batman always seems to jump out of that tower called
dark.
Wayne
You
Manor.
can't see it, little
kid. He always jumps out of Wayne Manor. Maybe it's
way
Mr.
up there.
Wayne.
Your vision's furry.
Furry.
Fuzzy.
Then they showed at the end, another thing they showed at the end was a new Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer, which I was very meh on. It didn't hold any weight to me.
I want to say I enjoyed it more than the trailer for the other portion of the game.
Oh, well, did you see the one they did, the first Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain trailer
sure
they did?
I did.
That one really had
in
an
the
impact.
Hospital.
No, well, that's part of it, but then
in
the kid hauls out the diamonds for him, and that whole just really dramatic scene. That one hit something.
Okay.
This one was just generic, like, there it is.
It looks like
it's going to be great, mind you.
But
I'm
personally, I'm very excited about that game for, like, I feel like it's going to be one of the games where you see the downfall.
Yeah.
I love stories like that where here's the hero and this is how he becomes the villain when they're done right, and I feel like it's going to be done very right. I love the way he looks. He's all scarred up. I mean, he looks awesome.
It's going to be...
Yeah.
God.
I'm not looking forward to the, like, 30 hours of cutscenes I have to sit through, but I am looking forward to
You don't understand the cutscenes.
No,
You're
I do.
such a...
Keep them short, please. Keep them short. Let's keep them. Let's like 10 minutes tops.
Well, with Ground Zeroes, you know, they've gotten rid of the codec in a way, where the codec is now during gameplay.
Yeah.
So that'll probably cut down a lot of that. Just let's go into the codec and hey, Snake.
Yeah,
yes,
maybe.
So, Metal Gear Solid 5, and what else was at the end?
Uncharted 4.
What a terrible way to introduce it, John. Let me build up the suspense better. So we're at the end of the show, and this is what I wanted the whole time. The end of the show, they're like, and here's one more thing, and they just walk off, and what is it? And now we were sitting there thinking, Last Guardian.
I wish it were the
Last Guardian.
I wanted it to be the Last
It came up Sony Entertainment, and it was like,
Last Guardian.
Last Guardian.
Last Guardian.
And then it was Uncharted.
No, it was Naughty Dog.
Or it was Naughty Dog. And we're like,
Naughty Dog. And we're like,
okay, that works too. That worked.
But it tricked me. It really did trick me because, like, I mean, it is basically a CG trailer. But
is it?
I don't know. I mean, that's the thing with the Uncharted series is like they always run, you know, they run all of their movies in game.
Yeah. If that was in game, I'm impressed.
If that is in game, but there was no like cue towards that. Like there was 1 second where like he gets up from the sand. You guys have to watch the trailer. I'm sure you already have, but he gets up from the sand and then like the camera starts going behind him, and I'm thinking to myself, if that transitions in the gameplay, fuck my ass hard. That's going to be sick. But they didn't, and it was like pan over as a thing.
Now, next year, they come up to E3 and they play the exact same trailer, and everyone's like, what the fuck? Why are they playing the same trailer? Yeah. And then it goes into gameplay, and he runs through that mountain, and it's like, and we're all like, ah! That would be cool. What else? What else was there, John?
Well, that was
it. Yeah, that was really the highlights
of the show. Yeah, that was it.
Overall, if I had to give Sony a rating, compared to last year, where they just owned the show with they made all the right choices last year.
Because they made Microsoft their bitch last year.
Yes,
that was the whole thing.
But this year, it seems like they just didn't care. Because they were already on top. The ending was kind of okay.
I mean, me personally, all of the shows are exactly the same. It's just
they showed Battlefield again.
Exactly.
Why the fuck? Yeah.
Well, it's 90% marketing bullshit with 10% actual gameplay.
Yeah.
And I only give a shit about that 10% gameplay. I don't care about anything else. I mean, I get that. you know, they like to get up there and do a big song and dance.
When they showed the order. The order was in there, I guess.
Yeah, it's got
that
zombies.
was kind of meh.
Like I was looking forward. I was like, I'm not even looking forward to the order anymore, just because of that trailer.
The trailer was a letdown. There was nothing to it.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
that's kind of how they
my
started
biggest
the
thing.
show.
Well, I don't know. I guess they're monster hunters. I was like, I'm looking forward to sort of like an original story. Like, oh, is that a zombie? That's a zombie. Oh, wait, he's a werewolf. Okay, he talks. All right, well, whatever. Here we go.
Oh, and that one trailer, the zombie trailer, Dead Island 2. There was this great trailer with
Dead
zombies.
Island 2 had the best trailer of the show.
There was this great zombie trailer, and it was so amazing.
Oh, you're doing the guy?
I'm doing the pointy knuckle thing.
Yeah, he does that.
There was a zombie trailer. It was this guy running down the road, and he was completely oblivious to everything going on behind him, and he's running. It was hilarious. And just like the first Dead Island, where they had a really good trailer and a shit game,
I loved I wish we had added that reaction tape, because we're watching it,
like,
and we're laughing, we're having a good time. We're like, this is a fantastic trailer.
Dead Island
2.
Oh! It was so,
like
Nate comes in. Nate's like, "What was it?" Dead Island 2. It was so good.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But I will give it to them. They had the best trailer of the show.
Otherwise, the Sony one didn't have too much in it.
Yeah,
it had a few key things that hit.
My favorite things were GTA and Batman, to be honest with you.
Oh, and one thing they said about
yeah.
GTA is they were like, "Hey, and you can transfer over your PS3 and Xbox 360 save files to the PlayStation 4 version of GTA."
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, listen, you're not going to get the Xbox One. Who are you kidding? Come on over."
The question being, will you be able to transfer your live account from either PS3, Xbox 360 to PC?
I don't know. Do you know?
That's
Leave a comment below and tell us we're fucking idiots. No, I guess that's what we think of the show.
Tell us how fat and dumb we are.
I think Sony's was a letdown compared to the SmackDown they laid last year, and
well, yeah, it didn't have the drama as last year.
Yeah, but they could have
marketing bullshit and some gameplay stuff. That was it.
I got this vibe of just they didn't care, right down to all the audio glitches that they were having. Like, what are they doing?
Had some technical issues.
Technical issues, blah, blah. Anyways, that's what we thought about the Sony press conference of E3 2014. John, what should they do? What should they do?
Who?
Leave a comment below letting us know what you think about the Sony press conference.
Our beloved audience.
They did. And also like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not. John, do something funny for the ending. That's not. They can't see that. I'm cutting it somewhere. God, no. Why do you watch this?
Who wants to touch my titties?
All right.
Who wants to touch my titties?
This is going off.
Suck my dick.